Welcome, everybody. This is Inebriated Podcast. It's your host, MC. I'm a co-host.
It's JDot, a.k.a. J-Elect Hanukkah, a.k.a. J-Elect Ramadan, a.k.a. J-Elect Bernie Sanders for president because Trump is fucking up one whole of the Soul Equestrian Collective in the building.
Welcome, everybody. We have a special guest here today. We have Chris, ChaoxTheFox Cabrera. Welcome. What's going on?
Thanks for having me, guys.
What's up, brother? What's up?
Man. Happy to be here,
Coronavirus, we gotta dap up now. We gotta be safe down here.
Corona, if you're wearing the mask, man. I'm just saying.
Facts.
What man?
This mask right here, dog. I got on for days.
You're not a real fox?
Yes.
I got my rabies shot before this show.
I'm the mask. I'm a fox.
Ooh.
I got my rabies shot before this show. Oh man!
Welcome everybody to the episode. Here we are. We're back at it again. You know what I'm saying? The new year, new everything. We are here. We are celebrating our 1 year anniversary right now.
1 year?
1 year. Let's get it.
Hold on. We gotta be as ignorant as new parents. This is our 365th day anniversary of the podcast.
Facts.
We don't call by year. We gotta call by day.
Facts.
Okay.
Lasted longer than Donald Trump's fucking self-ego, that's for sure.
Whoa. Hey, don't talk about my dog Trump.
I'm not. Hey,
Talk
I don't
about my
get
dog
into politics.
Trump.
I'm talking about his ego. I don't care about his politics.
Don't talk about my dog. All right.
1976.
You know what I'm saying? I'm the lead. I'm the vice president of Latinos for Trump.
Oh, there you go.
You know?
Latinx.
Man, about to start a freaking political pep rally over here.
It's all good.
So listen here, guys. This coronavirus is very, very bad. However, my immune system is very, very good.
There you go.
It's not a virus. It's called addiction. It's called being an alcoholic.
No.
You in the wrong podcast.
You meant the sickness. Oh, my bad. I thought we were talking about alcoholism. Yeah, I am in the wrong place.
No, but as you can see, like, on some real shit, you know, this is something that's affecting a lot of people in America. And even, you know, say me and my dog C, we had to take a step back. You know, say we've been giving back to the community as much as we could. So now we just buying the heinies, baby. You feel me? We trying to help out anywhere we can.
Heinies for Heinas. Go check us out. Hashtag.
Hashtag.
Yeah, no, but
Nazi beer.
This is it, bro. Like, a lot of people are saying it doesn't affect them, bro. It's affecting left and right, dog. Like, we got
facts.
The gaming community with E3 being canceled.
Yep.
We got South Florida SuperCon being canceled.
Yep.
We got schools being closed. We got Ultra being canceled, dog. Every community is being affected. Gamers, music fans, nerds, like, it's all being affected over paranoia.
Facts.
Yeah, I got what's it called? I got affected personally because my grandpops was actually over there in Europe, and on the way back, they actually detained him, and they were like, "No, you can't go back to America."
Oh, shit.
I'm assuming this is because he got a very strong accent, and you ever know, black guy, strong accent. Bam, it took him forever. no, for real, it took him forever to find his fucking because he travels with his citizenship papers.
Right.
So once they found out he was an American citizen, then they allowed him to be able to come back. He came back today, but it was some shit like we really had to tell him like, "Hey, look, man." They'll say, you and Thea, y'all want to go to Europe? Y'all want to go over there and be vibing? Y'all want to chill in all those spots?
Right.
You better be living in her garage for the next 3 weeks. Because grandma old, bro. You're not going to bring that shit and fuck up my grandma, man.
Right. Yeah. Facts.
It ain't being paranoid, but it's being cautious because we know for a fact it thrives in colder climates. He was just in a colder climate. And even though, okay, whatever, maybe the heat down here will kill it, let's not take a chance with somebody who's in a high-risk group anyway. Like an 80-year-old grandmother. You know what I'm saying?
No, yeah, but I feel like a lot of people are blowing it. Like, there's a certain portion you got to be careful, but people are overdoing it.
Oh, yeah,
you know? Like,
sure.
A lot of people don't know that there's about 111,000 cases. About 60-something thousand of them are perfectly fine. They came back. Only about 3,000 people died. And diarrhea has a higher mortality rate than the coronavirus.
Guys,
crazy.
I'm about to check out them guys.
Hey, man, look it up. It's facts, man.
No, you're right.
Nobody looks at that. We're on toilet paper shortage. You're going to have a body of corpses here? Cops are going to be like, well, at least we can't identify the bodies, but at least our asses are clean.
Super clean. That's what archaeologists is going to find out in the ruins.
Some shits, man.
Hashtag pink eye.
Hey, I don't know what people buying toilet paper for. People out here eating ass when they dirty, and now they want toilet paper to clean it up?
Facts.
That's why we get coronavirus, because people out here eating ass.
Bro, no, but it's exactly what you said, man. It's completely blown out of proportion.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, the majority of the people that do have it are healthy enough to practically be asymptomatic. The shit ain't gonna cause nothing. It's the same thing. In fact, I think, what was it, the H1N1 or whatever, supposedly had a higher mortality rate. I don't give a fuck about no swine flu, but also, you know what I'm saying, I'm a God-fearing man. I don't eat no swine anyway. You know what I'm saying?
It was swine
you feel
flu,
me?
It was Ebola.
Inshallah.
It was H1Z1. It was the Black Plague in China, like...
You know what I'm saying? Don't forget Zika.
Zika, Miami.
Like,
only thing Zika affected was the real estate market.
Like, just wash your damn hands and keep your mouths out of each other's holes. Like, you know,
no, this is one thing I discovered.
But y'all don't need to be doing all this other nasty, freaky shit, you know? Like,
this is one thing I discovered, bro. People don't wash their hands.
Exactly, bro.
It is disgusting.
I can't tell you what I was filming, but I was actually doing a commercial the other day. I signed an NDA, so I can't talk a lot about it.
Hashtag NDA.
It was in this place that wasn't open yet. Guy goes in the bathroom, and they got these new sinks where the middle is the water, and it's got 2 poles here for the dryers.
Oh.
Guy walks out of the bathroom, and he goes, "Oh, there's no sinks in there. There's just dryers." And the guy,
hold on, wait a minute.
Producer on set.
Hold on. For people that are like me, slow it down just a little bit. Hold on. So what you mean? All right. So pretend this right here is where we say is the sink. So how does it work out?
Basically, there'd be a straight pole going outwards.
Okay.
And that'd be a sensor, and you'd wash your hands. Then
in the center.
Yeah, and out of that pole come 2 sides, kind of like a motorcycle.
Okay.
Just like a motorcycle. And those 2, you put your hands underneath, and they dry them off. So you wash your hands like this, and then you dry them off by doing that under these 2 poles.
That shit sounds raw as fuck, engineering wise.
But he walked out, and he's like, "Oh no, there's just hand dryers in there." Producer tells him, no, it's the sink, the middle part of the sink. And he goes, "Okay." And he keeps on walking away. And I'm like, hold up. Did this man, like, not wash his hands because he couldn't figure... Like, you think he would turn his ass around
and figure it
go
out.
back in there and be like, "Oh, let me wash my hands." But he just kept walking.
No, but technically speaking, dog, you think, if it's like, damn, is it dry? There's literally a 33.3333% chance that you're going to find the fucking water.
Right.
It's only 332. He went like this.
He turned his ass around to go wash his hands.
Bro, he went like this and gave up. He gave up immediately.
Exactly.
He was never planning to wash his hands.
Later that day, he's like, "Nice to meet you." He offers me his hand. I'm like, "Nice to meet you too." I'm like, let me keep my hands away from this man.
Actually, it's funny you said it. That shit happened to me. I was at a job site up in shit, dog. Yo, beautiful ass neighborhood over there by North Lake Boulevard.
Okay.
Deep north. You know what I'm saying? Right next to my dog crib, Mar-a-Lago. You know what I'm saying? Up there with a nice foe, the white foe. You feel me? The nice foe. We should have put that flash too. So you know what I'm saying? It's like a light skin filter. I can look even more light skin. But so I was over there, and I go to the job site. I'm talking to the dude, and the dude, you know what I'm saying? He goes like this, you know, so I shake his hand or whatever. I'm going around like, yeah, I'm the guy that's going to be here. I'm going to finish this up. So later on in the day, I go in the bathroom because, you know what I'm saying, like, you just get shit on your face during the day. And, you know, ain't no virus that's going to make me wash my hands or wash my face. That's just always been me.
Right.
I smoke a cigarette and I go in the bathroom and wash my hands just because I don't want to smell the cigarette. That's just me. So I'm in there. Dude's at the urinal. All right, cool. I don't got to pee or nothing. I'm just there to wash my hands and wash my face. Enjuagame la boca. I don't know how you say that shit in English. Gargle.
Right.
And gargle. So I'm in there, boom, boom, boom. But before I'm done, motherfucker just walks right back at it. I said, hold on. I shook this motherfucker's hand in the morning.
Right.
Who knows how many pisses he took before I was acquainted with this motherfucker.
Right. At least acknowledging that you were in the room, he should at least wash his hands.
And at the end of the day, unlike my dog Chaos, but at the end of the day, he tried to give me the hand. I told him what I did. I said, look, bro, I saw you at the urinal, bro. You did not wash your hands.
I'm good off that.
No, straight up. And I gave him the pound. He gave me the pound though. It was like a meek, shy pound.
Right.
Almost
embarrassed him.
Almost like a flaccid pound.
Right.
I wouldn't do that shit, man. Cause
no, you got to, bro.
Germs ain't respectful like that, dog. If you can get it from a handshake, they're not gonna be like, "Whoa, that's a fist bump. We can't spread through a fist bump, dog. You gotta respect the bump." Nah, dog. You touch skin. This man peed on his knuckles. You got piss knuckles, dog. Like, coronavirus ain't gonna be like respect the bump. No, they're gonna be like skin is skin, dog. Coronavirus is like a horny dude at a strip club on a Friday. It's like skin is skin, dog. I'll take ass cheek. I'll take fist bump. I'll take a high five.
Chicken thigh.
You know the kind of dick hole you gotta have to piss on your knuckles?
Right.
Bro, you
Like, dog, what?
I'm telling you, dog. Like,
Bro, at the end of the day, bro, you gotta remember, fist bump. Pump me right now. In front of the camera.
Gloves,
No, so the camera can see. What the fuck is going to happen for this to be anywhere near my face? If anything, whatever disease I got right here, it's gonna be in somebody else's face who obsessed
with
me.
your face like this knuckle right here. Or you looking at a girl and you're like, damn,
The
she
fist
cute?
bump?
Right there.
Yeah, with the fist. Hey, look. There's all types of applications. I'm just saying.
Dog, I don't know. Knuckles, look. Like if
you might brush your nose. You might brush your nose with your knuckle.
Bro, for all you know, you might go up to your girl. You might
brush my nose?
bro.
Like, you never try to like brush your nose, like not brush it like it's a comb, nigga. Like just like you know.
I do this. I'm
You all in there?
I'm
digging in for gold.
I'm a grown ass man.
I'm a grown ass man.
What happens if you hold a hand with your girl and then like you're?
I'm a grown ass man, bro. I don't hold hands.
She puts her hand on her cheek.
I'm a grown ass man, bro. I don't hold hands. I don't hold hands.
Hey, I hold hands to lead her to the bedroom. I'll tell you that.
Facts.
I don't hold no hands. That sounds like an Instagram meme.
Right.
You know that video where it's like the woman got a hand out and all you see is a hand. It's like a picture. That ain't real life, dog.
Right.
The only problem that's gonna rise out of that fist bump, is when I run into one particular bitch who loves to get fisted. That's gonna be the one bitch that be like, Jesus. She'll be like, God damn it. JDot, why did you just put that bottle of Fireball in me? Why'd you have to fist me?
Oh my God. It's the itch, man.
You feel me?
No, but you got that in the bedroom, dog. Unless you're me. If you're me, you could get away with a leash, dog. Obviously, the mask, I can get away with a leash.
Right.
Hey, the mask makes it surprisingly easy, dog. You know how many times I go up to women and I'm like, girl, I may be the one in the mask, but you the one looking real foxy right now.
Ooh!
I'm telling you,
that's
dog.
a lie.
Hey, if that doesn't work, dog, I got 3 emergency lines. My second one is I go up to her, I'm like, girl, I've been looking for the Carfax, but I think I just found something way better.
I like that.
I like that one.
My favorite one of all time is, hey, I don't know what the fox say, but if you follow me back to my room, I'll show you what the fox can do.
Boom!
Bro, always gets a smile, dog. Oh, dog, I'm
them shits are hard. Them shits are hard.
Hell yeah, man.
No, because actually, that's a good little topic, dog. Because on some real shit, women don't get approached by like funny shit, like you know what I'm saying. Like I don't know the best way to describe it, but it's like motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? Like motherfuckers try to always come up to me like, hey, damn girl, holy shit, it was a mask. But no, on some real shit, like they never just get approached and be like, "Hey, boom, 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 boom," and get talked to like a normal human being. Right. You know what I'm saying? So little shit like that, they say, "Oh man, you know what, motherfucker, funny." You know what I'm saying? Bro, they can make me laugh.
Appreciation,
like, right? No, women do appreciate it, cause bro, motherfuckers come up to bitches. You know what I'm saying? Excuse me, you know what I'm saying? By bitches, I mean like a group of women. You know what I'm saying? When I'm talking to a girl, I'm talking to a chick. You know what I'm saying? But like when women are gathered together, it's like, hey man, the bitches or the hoes. You know what I'm saying? It's like, man, hey, we got mad hoes.
Right.
That don't mean y'all whores. It means the hoes is here.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? That's the way it works. But that's all they want. They just want to be talked to regularly. So little jokes like that, I'm telling you though, women do appreciate it.
Yeah, it gets you a lot farther than just being like brash or rash. Like, damn, let me get your number.
Like,
damn,
what Biggie said?
Creativity,
what Biggie said? He said, "What's your name? What's your size?"
Right.
No,
sign, nigga, not size.
As soon as you grab that wine.
I don't know. It could be, dog. Like,
I said sign.
You never know.
No, I thought you said size.
No. Hey, man, my English ain't very good.
English ain't very good looking.
Hey, nobody good looking. And then what he said, man, as soon as you buy that wine, I just creep up from behind.
Oh, yeah, fact.
All right.
What's your interest up? Who you be with?
I gotta make a
You know what the problem is? I feel like the problem is, like, women see a good-looking guy, like, at the gym. They see abs or they see a dude working out. They're not afraid to walk up to him with the mindset of, yo, I'd like to go out with this guy because he's good-looking.
Right.
But when a guy does it to a girl, you know, they come off like, oh, my God, this is annoying. This guy's hitting on me. A guy can't just, like, not think of sex but think, you know, I want to take this girl to dinner.
Right,
I want to
maybe.
just, you know, maybe just hold her, cuddle to a movie or something. It doesn't have to be about sex, you know?
Right. No, it's about sex, dog.
No, of course, at the end game, of course, it's about sex.
No,
but you're not just
but the whole reason
smash it and walk away.
The whole reason you holler at anybody is because you're sexually attracted.
Right. No, of course, but
but there's nothing. That's why I hate when bitches will be like, oh, oh, you only talking to me because you think I look good. Well, yeah, bitch, if you had one eye and 3 titties, I ain't gonna holler at you. Well, maybe the 3 titty part. Actually, you know what?
I could do 3 titties. I'm just saying.
Total recall me to death,
one
bitch.
Eye.
Total recall to death.
Well,
Try to motorboat that.
Going back a step, one eye I could probably do. She's wearing an eye patch. That's kind of badass. I'm not gonna lie.
You gotta remember, he's
one in the middle.
Oh, just one in the middle? Nah, I can't do that.
One in the middle.
Well, that makes her a Cyclops.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I mean,
You can take her to Comic-Con.
Yeah, I could, yeah.
San Diego Con.
I don't know. The one eye would be weird though. It's like what's she staring at? You know, like.
Well, you can always see what she's looking at.
Yeah, but I feel like when a girl finishes and she does that cross-eyed thing where she just like sticks her tongue out, that's hot.
Oh, you know? Okay.
So what you think then? Because if they're a Cyclops, you know what I'm saying? Would your dick look bigger or smaller because they ain't got no depth perception?
No, I think it looks bigger because it's macro. It's a macro lens.
Lit.
See, like,
give me a one-eyed bitch. Hit that hoe with the one-eyed willy.
Right.
Oh
Right across the forehead. But no. I was bullshit. At the end of the day, what was it? Me and my dog were talking about it. Dog, this bitch, I don't know if she was rushing or something. Like, this one dude kept saying, oh, man, rushing. I was just like, bro, what the fuck wrong with you, dog? Who gives a fuck where the fuck the bitch from, dog? Thick as fuck, like bad bitch.
Right.
Bad bitch. I'm talking about thick, nothing
Stacked.
fake. No, nigga, nothing fake. I'm talking about that bitch looked like she deadlifts 650 pounds.
Oh,
damn.
shit.
And dog, she had two.
about that much.
She got about 2 avocados in her pants. That shit was like, bram. I said, oh, Lord. So, bro, and I'm looking at my dog just like, bro, yo, nowadays you can't really be looking at bitch enough. Bro, like you said, hold on, no, because like he said, you know, say where a woman will come up and try to holler real quick, it's all good. If a man do it, it's a look. At the end of the day, bro, ain't no such thing as sexual harassment or unwanted advances if the bitch think you attractive.
Right.
None of that shit exists if they are sexually attractive.
Exactly.
So
like,
all that shit is in the wind.
There's always a catch-22. Like,
it's in the wind.
It's the same thing. It's the same thing when a guy sleeps around with multiple girls.
Right.
It's always like, oh, he's a
player.
He's
a guy.
He's got style. He's a ladies' man. But when a girl sleeps around with multiple guys, apparently she's a hoe. She's a slut. Like, that's not right. You know?
She is.
Girls deserve to. Like, if a girl's like, yo, I want to sleep around with a couple good-looking dudes, she has a right to. It doesn't mean she's loose.
Hashtag shown.
Exactly. Like,
Hashtag
talk
loose.
about how down there she's not so fresh because she sleeps with multiple dudes. You haven't seen a piece of like raw steak from Publix when a couple of chicks start beating the crap out of her. She covered in bruises, bent 20 different ways like a Dr. Seuss character. Like,
I don't know. Even Biggie said it. Another Biggie line from Lil Kim's Crushing You. He's a slut, he's a hoe, he's a freak.
Exactly.
Got a different girl every day of the week.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, come
when
on.
a guy does we celebrate it.
No, but it's the same thing. No, you still a slut, you still a hoe, you still a freak. The difference is, man, man, you gonna make me go to Instagram and shitty memes now.
oh my God.
The reason why it's called a master key, because you could unlock mad locks.
Facts.
If a lock could be opened by mad keys, it's a shitty lock. I don't want, at the end of the day, dog. You ain't trying, especially nowadays.
Say.
You feel me? But especially nowadays, though, with the proliferation of technology and that, you know what I'm saying, everybody now can see anything from any part of the world and shit like that. No matter what, like, ain't nothing hidden anymore. So you mean to tell me you over here, you on Facebook, you happy as hell. You got 2 kids. You got the wife that you like, damn, buying trophy wife, the woman of my dreams. Everything, sex is great. Everything is amazing. Jesus Christ. She even licks my she flosses with my dingleberries. Everything is on point. Guess what happened? Now you on Facebook and motherfuckers under the comments like, dawg, that bitch dog, we done put 2 Corona bottles in that hole while she was sucking some dick. He'd be like, you go look at the bitch different.
Of course.
You go look the same way a bitch go look at you different when they be like, wait a minute, hold on. This motherfucker was sucking dick.
Right.
How he like, you know what I'm saying? You poisoning the pussy population. Can't be doing that. You know what I'm saying? It's checks and balances, man.
Right.
And all that shit is going on like, oh, we got to empower. Yeah, you got to empower people, but you got to slow some shit down.
Oh, yeah, facts.
You know what I'm saying? I don't want no bitch that been fucking motherfuckers that been fucking other motherfuckers.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that pussy gotta be, you know what I'm saying, USDA grade, pussy meat only.
Non-GMO.
You're non-GMO pussy.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I ain't over here trying to dabble. I ain't over here trying to dabble in man-made pussy.
Yeah, but I'm saying like if a girl, you know,
I want to see baby pictures on the first date.
No, but I'm saying if a girl like if a girl dates a guy and she thinks she likes him, she sleeps with him, they break up, and she's with a guy, you know, the next week only because she thinks she likes the guy. there's no reason to shame her. It's different if a girl's like, I just want to get laid.
Understood. Hold on. But now, where do you draw the line in that situation where there's situations where there's some women that just get in relationships just so they don't look like a hoe.
Right.
As well. When it's like, you know what I'm saying? It's only 52 weeks in a year and you have 62 home, you know what I'm saying? 61 and a half boyfriends.
Right.
It's only 52 weeks in a year.
The difference is how long they wait before sleeping with a guy. The problem is, every woman talks about how she wants that prince. She wants that guy that's going to approach her respectful. But then when a guy comes up to him and it's like, hey, how you doing? You want to just go to a movie? No bad intention. Good. They either block them, or it's sexual harassment this, or it's harassment that. Bro, it's all about perspective.
Yeah, especially in today's age.
Exactly. Yeah. If you rocking a six-pack abs, driving a nice car, you can slap a girl on the ass. She turns around, see you standing next to a Lambo. She's going to hop in the Lambo. Like, you know? Potential. So it's not even that it's not sexual harassment. It's that don't excuse it just because you like the circumstances. Like,
right.
You know?
It's because they're in your favor.
Exactly. Just because you can benefit from it not being... Just because you can benefit from it not being sexual harassment, like I could take a ride in a nice car, I can get an expensive dinner, I could get money. That doesn't mean it's like it's okay, you know? Like if you're gonna call him out on one person who's broke, just trying to be a nice guy, then call out the rich dude who's sitting there treating you like an object, even though he's throwing money at you.
See, but that's because I really like this convo. Say we're gonna get to something else, but hold on, I really like this convo because this boils down to this is almost like a psychological study. This is almost like it's like it's something in humanities because this is something ingrained. It ain't that a woman learns this. This is ingrained because why? Because throughout time, throughout history, the woman goes with whoever the victor is. You got to understand one thing. You say the man got to build the house. The woman ain't over there, passing you a 2x4. No, the woman moves in after the house is built. That's the way it always works. A man has to run a marathon. And guess who's at the finish line? The women are at the finish line waiting for the winner. Right. And they get to choose the winner. Because that's how it is. That's how it's always been. We're here to protect. We're here to, make sure they feel safe, to provide all that good shit. And you know what the woman is here for? Just to pass good genes. That's it. No. On some real shit. No. On some real shit. That's all it is. That's how it is in societal aspects. You know what I'm saying? No matter, even though we ain't no longer in fiefdoms, we no longer in, monarchy, tribes and all that bullshit. At the end of the day, everything remains the same because no matter how much shit has changed within the last 500 years, you ain't gonna do 2000. If we're in the year 2020, you ain't gonna undo 2020 years of evolution. Right. At the end of the day, it's plain and simple. It's plain as day. You know what I'm saying? You could go into conversations in respect to borders and territory, and you can see the way animals live in the wild. You can track coyotes. Wild coyotes only stay in one particular spot, and they've been tracked by GPSs. They only stay in that spot. Right. And another tribe of other wild coyotes are literally right there, and you see them, and they color code them, and they never intersect. They no boundaries. Gorillas, they put up wood everywhere because they already know, even though they live in close proximity. But it's the exact same thing. At the end of the day, the way it is, monogamy is what makes everything different. Because back in the day, you know what I'm saying? We living in the tribe, you know what I'm saying? I'm smashing, Sam smashing, you know what I'm saying? You don't know who the father is, but guess what? We in the tribe, we close knit. What we got to do is, there's only 5 of us. We got to protect that shit, grow him up to be a warrior, a hunter, a gatherer, whatever the fuck it is, and keep it moving. And genetically, because to me that shit is embedded in your genetics. DNA is embedded. Nigga, ain't nothing changed. What changed is the societal aspects of it.
Yeah, the name of the game.
The societal aspects of it. Because at the end of the day, it's like, hey, look, this is the only pussy you ever gonna have.
Right, for the rest of your life.
You know what I'm saying? But for what? And when I was younger, I used to think like that. But I mean, you know what? Women are the prize. Well, I mean, why not? They're beautiful. They make me feel very happy. Right. You know what I'm saying? Women are great. But guess what? Women hit a wall. When they hit that wall, it's like a crash test dummy. So what happens is a woman hit the wall at about 30, 31, 32.
Potentially.
We talk about just straight averages.
Right.
We talk about straight averages here. You go on Facebook and you gonna see the baddest bitch in high school. Guess what? She 30-something right now. She looking like the opposite of Michael Jordan.
Right.
She 0 for 3 in the finals. Guess
Right.
what? 3 baby fathers, no ring. Opposite of Michael Jordan.
Facts.
So guess what happens though? But guess what happens with a man? With a man, when you're young, you ain't got shit. You got shit to provide. Nigga, you broke. You know what I'm saying? This and that. You say you look funny. You know what I'm saying? You haven't grown into your body yet. You're a fucking dork.
Right.
But guess what happens though? Now you hit that age where now you're 31, 32.
Right.
Now you're making more money because now you got a good job. Because you know what I'm saying? You did whatever you had to do when you was younger. And guess what happens? It's like the scale of justice.
Yeah.
Now it tips. Now it's like, wait a minute, bro.
Right.
At this age, the woman hit the wall. At this
plummets,
age,
right.
exactly, boom. Hey, pussy rate looking like the stock market right now.
Right.
80 cents for a roll of cannabis pussy. You know what I'm saying? 80 cents a share. But guess what happened to the man? Now all of a sudden, because the older a man gets, you're making more money now.
Right.
You're making more money now. And guess what? Now, you know what I'm saying? Now you're filled out. Now you're a little bit boom. You're smarter and you're wiser.
Right.
So you see what happens? You know what I'm saying? But that's the way it works. Of course a woman gonna want to look at the motherfucker with the Lambo. You got to. But of course the man want to be with a woman that's 20 years old even though he's 45.
Right.
You can't hate the game. When I was in middle school, what was it, dog? When I was in middle school, it was a motherfucker coming from high school to fuck the bitch.
Right.
And I used to be like, damn, I wanted to talk to her.
Right. How you got a high school girlfriend and I mean, how you got a middle school girlfriend and you in high school? Or how do you got a college boyfriend and you in high school, bitch? Like, it don't even make no sense. Like,
women marry up.
Right.
Men just
settle.
Yeah, but going back to your example about the marathon, if two guys are running a marathon and the guy with the Lambo stops like 20 minutes into the marathon, takes a taxi to the finish line, crosses, the girl's gonna look at the dude who actually ran all that and be like, you know what, I'm gonna choose not to disqualify the dude who took the taxi before she even gives the dude who actually ran a marathon a chance. I understand if you meet two guys at the same time, you hang out with them, you gotta make a choice. You like them both, you gonna go with the one with the money because he can provide.
That's
but when you sit there, you see the money, you don't get to know the person behind the money. And there's this guy who maybe he don't have so much money, but he's actually trying to get to know you, support you, your dreams, your wishes. Right. But you're like, I don't care about all that. You know, I'll sacrifice all that for the money. And this guy's like, no, you're not going to work. Screw your dreams. Fuck your wishes. You know, you're going to do what I say. Then you're going to complain in 8 years. Oh, you know, I'm living nice. I don't like this. But he's not treating you right.
But why would you complain? Like, that's what I don't understand.
That's the other aspect.
No, but that's what I don't understand. Why do you want to? No, but why do you want to work? That's what I'm going to say. This is all a shamble. This is all lies propagated by society to be like, no, dog, I'm telling you, they make a woman feel lesser than for being a housewife, right. For being a mother, for being a caretaker.
Right.
Dog, at the end of the day, dog, at the end of the day, no matter all this equality shit they push into us, dog, it's real simple. Look what's going on when they got these transgenders inside women's sports.
Right.
Guess who's breaking the records? It ain't the bitches born with a pussy.
Right, it's the trans.
It's the niggas born with dicks. No, yeah. They got 9-inch clits in that motherfucker. betting deadlifting 1,000 pounds. Right. And what the girl doing? Right. The girl trying to lift that shit, her whole tampon coming out her pussy. That shit weighs about looking like a straight queef.
There's nothing wrong with being a housewife, but I'm saying, given a choice, if you given a choice between some asshole who don't know a thing about you, only want a trophy wife in a mansion, or a guy who's actually going to get to know you. He's not living poor. He's living like today's average. Right. You living comfortably, not in a mansion, but he's got a nice car. Let's say like in 2020, he got like a nice 2018 car, 2017 car. Right. You living comfortable. You don't got to worry about bills. Right, or the asshole who's not supporting you, you don't have to worry about bills, but you're in a mansion. You know, a lot of girls don't see that. You don't need to go so overboard with the money. You could be a housewife for this guy, living comfortably. And he's still gonna care about you.
But that ain't really how it works in real life. Like right now we're stereotyping a little bit too much. That ain't really how it
doesn't always work that way.
No, but that ain't really how it goes. Like you also got to understand there's levels to life. Period. You know what I'm saying? I'm not hanging out with the women that are, you know what I'm saying, with the women that have a choice between a Bugatti or a fucking Honda Civic. Yeah. I ain't hanging, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, the women that got a choice of a Bugatti, bro, they never looking at a Honda Civic.
At all.
That's what they're used to.
Oh, of course.
You know what I'm saying? There's a reason why motherfuckers got to pay for providing a standard of life, whatever the fuck they call it in court.
Standard of living, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? There's a reason why. Complete bullshit, but there's a reason why. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, bro, we can't stereotype women or men at all. I was just speaking on the averages and shit like that, and just straight DNA wise.
Oh, of course,
but dog, at the end of the day, dog, and I'm telling you this shit from experience. Dog, I done met bad bitches. I'm talking about bad bitches that I thought was, you know what I'm saying, out of my league. And then I started thinking, like, wait a minute, why the fuck she out of my league? Cause she look good? Shit, to me, I look good.
Right,
you know what I'm saying?
exactly.
You know who always told me I look good my whole life? My grandma.
Right.
She ain't gonna lie to me. She ain't gonna lie to me.
She ain't a heartbreaker.
My grandma loved me.
Right.
And guess what? Sense of humor goes a long way. However, you gotta understand, a woman is an animal just like we are animals.
Right. She's a predator.
At the end of the day, dog, if you ain't putting that dick down, they also ain't gonna want to fuck with you. Also gotta, at the end of the day, it don't matter how nice you are, you gotta put the dick down, bro.
course,
We still, you know, what that song say? I keep quoting songs today. What does that song say? We ain't nothing but mammals. Let's do it like they do on the Discovery Channel.
Check it out now.
Hey, Bad Touch by the Bloodhound Gang. I love that song, dog. That's my jam right there, man.
I fuck with that.
Let's take
Hey, we getting deeper in the vitamin notes right now.
No, but I want to get a little bit into you. So, Chris, tell the people a little bit about yourself. Tell them what you got going on. You're an actor. You're a creator. You're a comedian. Like, where's your stance right now in society in the social media aspect right now?
Right now, what I'm working at is I work at a cell phone computer repair shop called Control All Repairs over in Hollywood. That's how I make my money for now while this takes off. Where I got my start was actually on TikTok. On TikTok, a lot of short videos. I started doing regular videos. I saw, a couple of the furries on there. And I'm like, you know what? I used to have an old fox mask that I lost that, I want to try and make videos of to try and get popular on TikTok. So I bought this mask. And originally, this mask looked a lot different. Like, the fur was long to the point you could give it a mustache. It had fake eyes. It had no material right here.
Right.
And one day, I'm talking to my friend Jesse Malero. He's actually a really popular South Florida cosplayer. He designs and stuff like that. And basically, he's like, you should give it some earrings. So I start looking at it, and I'm like, I'll add some earrings on there. I'll add the steampunk goggles. And I realized I can't see with the eyes. So I'm going to go ahead and, carve out the eyes. I took material from old masks, use it to cover the mouth, because I noticed in photos that you keep seeing my mouth and it look weird in photos.
Right.
So little by little, I ended up, making the mask. I took the compasses off my jacket. Let me find it real quick. These compasses actually used to be right here on my glove.
Oh, wow.
And I actually took them off, glued them here. My friend Jesse had these 3D printed gears. I glued them together, painted them, glued them to the gloves. So everything's like a little bit of a touch-up, customization.
Right, custom. Yeah. Completely bespoke.
Yeah, and then I had people telling me, why doesn't he have eyes? And I came up with this whole backstory, And at the time, a lot of my friends, they were in abusive relationships. So the backstory that I went with was that originally the character ChaoxTheFox was a regular fox that belonged, like someone had as a pet. One day, mommy and daddy start fighting, getting physical, and he's trying to protect mommy because mommy's not doing anything wrong.
Right.
Dad's drunk, grabs the fox, slams him into the wall, tells him, you need to watch where you're looking, keep your eyes on your own business. Takes his thumb, stick him in his eyes to scratch his eyes out, throws him against the wall.
Right.
Takes him off to dump him off at some animal lab, thinking he's going to be tested on his stuff. Lab turns out to be an animal rescue place. Combines his DNA, with human DNA to save him, and that's how he becomes like half human, half fox.
That shit is raw.
That's deep.
That shit is raw,
I had
man.
to think about it for a while, but I'm like, it's an inspirational story. Explains why he doesn't have the eyes, And in the story, he actually gets the chance to get eyes given back to him, and he tells the scientist that helps him, I don't want eyes because I know how I lost my eyes, and I don't want to become that thing that took me out. I want this to remember. Always show respect to women. And that's actually why I chose steampunk as well. Because the steampunk era was the day when back then men had to wear suits. They had to impress women by taking them out. It had to be classy. It wasn't no Jordans. It was a nice suit, talking romantically to a lady, bring her flowers. That steampunk age where you had to actually be a gentleman.
Hey, hold on. Hey, what's wrong with Jordans, though, dog? Hold on,
just
dog.
saying, like,
Michael Jeffrey Jordan.
No, Jordans are stylish, but nowadays you got a good pair of Jordans and a woman's like, I'll get in your car.
Right.
Back then, you if you wear a good pair of Jordans back then, she's like, I'm listening.
You know what? So we want to know then. Hold on, Mr. Steampunk.
Oh, I know what question's coming.
I don't think you do know.
Is it a shoe-related question?
Nope.
Okay.
My question was, how many suits do you own?
Honestly, I'm not gonna lie. I only own this suit for now.
Man, hey, we got a case. We got a case of a perpetrator because I love Jordans. But you could ask this motherfucker. Oh, I got suits. Oh, I got tailored suits.
No, exactly. I bet you.
My grandfather instilled it. My grandfather instilled that in me because that you are correct. You gotta dress the part, and you always gotta feel good in what you wear. And to me, I always feel good in what I wear. However, when I wear the suit, I like it more because it's almost like it's almost like a presence to it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because
exactly. You walk in, people notice. But the whole thing isn't just about wearing the suit. It's that the suit inspires classiness. You don't see a lot of people do crazy stuff in a suit. You know, you don't see a guy walk into a strip club in a suit and like immediately start smacking people's asses.
For the record,
he's like, I got money. Come give me a dance.
For the record, you must have never heard about Al Capone.
No, of course.
John Gotti.
That's what I'm saying. Though.
Paul Castellano.
No, even them, they had class to them though. They weren't just like, yo, ho, come here.
Oh.
They were like, hey, man, you want to come here and treat a king like a king?
Hey, you
talk about you a man of memes, but you haven't seen the Italian hands. Italian hands, man. You know how to count in Italian?
Count Italian.
Hey, this is how they whack it off, man. You gotta give a little like that wrist action, dog. That's how they do it over in Italy, dog.
Guilty as charged. Hey, man, I ain't saying nothing, man.
At the end of the day, like the reason that in the story he chooses steampunk is because back then men like treating a woman with class, no matter how trampy she was a given. It was a required. It was mandatory. Nowadays, you don't see a lot of men like treat women with like the respect they did back then. There's some out there that do.
Right.
But you ever go to like a club or something? Like I miss the old style club where you have the band playing. You could meet someone at a bar, be like, let's go out grab a drink.
Right.
But nowadays it's like, oh, she's in a nice dress, she's shaking it. Let me just go up to her, ask her if it's okay for me to put my hands on her ass. Back then, you had to get to know her first.
Yeah, you had to approach her. Yeah.
Like it's all said and good to buy like a movie or a DVD off the box cover, but if you don't know what kind of content you're getting. You don't have a right to complain later on to be like, oh, this is crap. You didn't get to know it.
Fact.
Women want a guy I like the women who want a guy who gets to know them first. What are my hopes? What are my dreams? What do I want to accomplish in life?
Hey, then you would do real good on Facebook. with a single mother.
I wish.
There's a bunch of them I can point you to, dog.
You don't know how many single mothers I've talked to on Facebook where they'll take one look at my profile photo, they'll see the mask. Or, they'll get annoyed by just one message of the day, like, hey, how's your day going?
Well, because people have to understand, what it is that you have a character, and the character has to be beyond the personification that you're creating. You know what I'm saying? Like, the personification with, ChaoxTheFox, like, it's a great background story, and you as a person, you know what I mean? Like, what you're trying to create, what you're trying to do, like, you know what I'm saying? It's more radical than most people are comfortable with. Like, most people are comfortable with just, like, 9-to-5 jobs and shit like that.
Of course.
And so, like, explaining it is just completely different. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can see you definitely, like, killing it at, like, a Comic-Con.
Oh, absolutely. Bro,
like, how do you feel about, like, all these big events like being canceled?
Dude,
like, I mean, you got Comic-Con, you got
Ultra.
It's crazy, man. Like Florida SuperCon. So what happened was that Florida SuperCon is always July, I think, like 1st, 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. And this year, Otaku Fest decided to go in July.
Right.
So Florida SuperCon, decided to be respectful and be like, we'll do ours in May. But now they've postponed it all the way till July. So now people got to make a choice between Otaku Fest and Florida SuperCon. And that breaks my heart, man, because Florida SuperCon has been several years. Otaku Fest first year was last year.
Now hold on. For our listeners that ain't well versed in what they are, can you explain them and explain the differences?
So what conventions are is basically everything nerdy, like Star Wars fans, Star Trek fans, but it's not just what you see in shows. It's not fat, greasy guys with like zits all over their face. It's things from like video games to comic books to like anything. If you're a fan of like Marvel movies and you've ever wanted to see those costumes in person, you go to a SuperCon.
Right.
You don't have to go in costume. I've met people in regular clothes. I met a guy at SuperCon. He made the actual Superman outfit like out of full carbon, dude. Like you can see the threads and everything. I don't know him personally, but I've met him at like 4 or 5 cons. Guy spent about $6,800 on the actual Deadpool suit. The full real leather suit, the eye panels come off and everything. Everything, dog. It's straight from the movie. And it's amazing to see that. You know, a lot of people have like negative opinions of conventions, but so many good people go to conventions. Celebrities go. Danny Trejo, Machete, he went to a convention, bro. Nicest celebrity I've ever met, dude.
No shit.
He wanted to help the camera crew out. He didn't want to sit around and be pampered. He was like, yo, I need to work. Put me to work.
Well, bro, he got to be nice. That motherfucker was in San Quentin for a while. He's a regular dude.
Nice, but he was real. Like he was real too.
He was in San Quentin, bro. He did time in real prison.
Bro, literally, like when I went up to take a photo with him, like I was just like this, and he's like, he looks at me, he's like, what the fuck are you doing? I'm like, take a photo.
Come over here.
Like, come in here. He's like, bro. And I still have, like, my friend paid for the photo, so he has the physical, but I took a photo of the photo, and it's on my Facebook, and you see me literally like that, dressed like Fallout, because he did one of the voices of the characters.
Yep.
And he said there like this, perfectly happy, just thumbs up, like we're best friends. Like, and there's a lot of people you wouldn't think are into anime, like what's his name? Samuel L. Jackson. He likes anime.
Well, he did Afro Samurai.
Yeah, bro. And believe it or not, he even took it a step further. And in one Google search, he was like, it was Samuel L. Jackson answers his Google searches, and it's on YouTube.
Yeah.
And he's like, "Do you like anime?" He goes, "Yes, I do. Hentai too." And hentai, that's something he said, dude.
Yeah.
I was like blown back, like.
For our fans, we ain't gonna say what that is. We ain't gonna say what that is.
Google it, but only if you're 18 and older.
Facts.
Nah, see, he said it, not us.
Exactly. 18 and older.
Legally, we wiped our hands clean.
Legally.
Corona.
I mean, if you're 18, it's legal. So,
right.
But no, like, you know, so it's a lot of places. It's not just for people who like anime or like nerdy stuff. You don't got to be a nerd to go.
Right.
I've seen a lot of beautiful people go that, like, sports fans that will see, like, players recreate entire jerseys and outfits in a whole different style.
See, but like what you said, it kind of got to me. It kind of got me a little upset what you just said. It's not just nerdy stuff. I see beautiful people come. Because, like, to me, since I was young, like my whole life, I've always liked what is stereotyped as nerdy stuff.
No, of course.
But you know what I'm saying? So to me, it's just like you know, say like why talk about it in that fashion? Because to me, like, if anybody knows, I don't know if me and Sam talked about it before on the show. But like my cousin, you know what I'm saying? We were talking about it outside before we was recording. But my cousin is super big. He be going to all the expos from NY to Cali, all that shit, Devil Artemis, you know what I'm saying? He does his own animations, all the voice acting and all that stuff. And it's like, but I remember the way we used to treat him when he was a kid.
No,
like I said, that's my cousin.
Yeah.
And I used to tell him, shut up. I'd be like, yo, dog, you ain't never gonna fuck no hoes, bro. You ain't never gonna do this.
You know what the problem is?
Bro, this motherfucker got more kids than I could count.
Bro, you know what the problem is?
He's fucking non-stop anime pussy.
Right.
When I say beautiful people, I mean like I should have done air quotes with that. I mean like people who think they're too beautiful. Now the problem is
nobody likes them though.
Exactly.
Nobody likes people like that.
The problem
Vapid
with saying nerdy stuff, dorks and geeks, is everyone takes it in a negative light. It's not a negative light at all. Because guess what? Like, I promise you, of all the people watching this right now, about let's say hypothetically 5% would never go to an anime convention. Well, guess what? Nerdy people created your iPhone. Nerdy people designed your car. Nerdy people built your computer that you use to make money in everyday life. Yeah. Exactly. So you can make fun of them all you want, but you're pouring your money into their business. You're filling their pockets.
No, for sure. So, but what I'm saying is, in terms of, you know what I'm saying, not to cut you off or nothing, but it's like in terms of, it's like, because to me, I'm a big believer in like manifestation and shit like that. Of course. So it's like, if you talk about yourself in like a negative light, or whatever, in a self-deprecating kind of light, you know what I'm saying? Eventually it trickles down, you know what I'm saying? You know, and it consumes you. To me, like no matter what, even if I fuck up, bro, you know, even when I'm lying, I'm telling the truth. Like you understand what I'm saying? Like I'm on it, I'm on it. You feel me? I'm on it.
Of course.
But that's what I feel. So it's like, excuse me. Oh, y'all already know. Oh, I hate burping. Excuse me.
Inebriation's kicking in, ladies and
gentlemen. No.
No.
Hashtag maybe. But like the way I look at it, it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it just gets me mad because, like, I'm a fucking nerd, dog. But it's like, You know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? The way I talk about it, you say my cousin? Oh, my cousin fucking nerd. A bunch of my cousins is fucking nerds.
Right.
But like we some real nerds, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like I'm I'll smack the fire out of a fuck ass nerd.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, it's still the exact same thing. No matter where you at.
Right.
That goes back to the same conversation we were having from the beginning. No matter where we're at, there's always hierarchies and social hierarchies and shit like that. We're all the same. We're animals.
At the end of the day, the problem is like, and this is just my personal opinion, and you guys don't have to agree with it. At the end of the day, there's two problems. One, people are pushed back by what they don't fully understand.
Facts.
And two, people are offended when sometimes they have no business being offended.
Right. It's not in their favor.
No, bro, that's 99%. Like right now, that's what's keeping the internet afloat.
If someone's straight up being racist, like I can understand if you're like in a Starbucks and someone's like, "Oh, I should get to go first because I'm a better skin color than you." Yeah, get offended. But if like someone's telling like us, like I'm Puerto Rican, you tell me a funny Puerto Rican joke, I will laugh. I don't care. Because you call me worthless. You say Puerto Ricans are worthless. I'm like, yeah, probably. It's probably like 4 or 5 worthless ones out there. Maybe I'm one of them. Who gives a shit? I
got a couple Puerto Rican jokes.
I'm telling you, man. I love to hear those. But
we gotta wait till the camera comes off. We ain't trying to get canceled. We ain't trying to get canceled. Like Sam hears it all the time.
Oh yeah.
Being half Puerto Rican, he hears it all the time.
But back to what we were saying. So Florida SuperCon is actually one of the biggest conventions, like in all of South Florida. A lot of great celebrities have gone there, you know? A lot of your favorite shows you watch on Netflix, Hulu, YouTube, a lot of them go to these conventions, sign autographs. Stranger Things was another good one. Bro, the kid, what was his name? I forgot, the dark-skinned one. Right. I met him at a con once. Bro, he's funny.
From Stranger Things,
I think it was Lucas.
Oh.
Bro, he was such a cool person. Like, he went to a con. Bro, he was just like in the show. He was fun. You know, he met his fans. So a lot of these celebrities go to these places. You enjoy these Netflix shows, but then when you think of people wearing the costumes and stuff, you're intimidated. You're like, oh, I'm not into that. I'm not
ready for that. Yeah.
You're into the content. You gotta meet the creators, you know?
Bro, were people out there dressed as demigorgons? I know they were.
Bro, there was one dude who actually was, and in the most unique way possible. What he did, dude, is he literally took a melon, he cut it, and he made a plastic mold of the melon, sliced into pieces, and used that mold to make the Demigorgon head. And he was walking around, bro. What makes it even better is he had a string tied to each one going down his neck. So when he pulls here, it closes over his face.
Yo!
I was like, bro, this man, and he's like, this whole rig cost me about $20. I'm like, you made that $20. He's like, yeah, a little YouTube $20, and you can make your own.
You see, you know what? Not because y'all, but no. Because what he just said right now is some shit, dog, that people don't understand. You know the kind of engineering that was behind that motherfucking shit he just did?
Right.
And most of these motherfuckers, I mean, I ain't trying to ostracise the motherfuckers that listen to us either.
Right.
But the majority of people, only thing they know how to do is only work a goddamn phone. That's it. That right there. No, but that right there, dog, I'm telling you, bro, that shit is, you know what I'm saying? Like, and that's why I get upset, because to me, terms like nerd is like, to me, it's like degrading kind of shit. But brother, like what you said, talk about he made a plastic mold, cut the melon, got this shit to cut it. Bro, that right there, no matter what happens, say if we go back to the fucking dark ages, guess what? That guy's got a job. Why? Because he's a fucking engineer. He knows how to work with the hand.
Bro, this thing that everyone loves, the moving mask, all it is fucking elastics on each side pulling my jaw up, and then my jaw puts it down. That's it. That's all it is. It's just rubber, like just elastics pulling it up like that.
That's it. Yeah, cause I put my hand on
it. When you put it together, it comes off like so much more advanced than it really is.
But what I mean, what I don't understand though is because when you talk, the mouth moves.
Right. That's what you just said. My jaw pushes it down. The elastic automatically snaps it back up, and my jaw pushes it down, which gets it accurate. But at the end of the day, it's literally just hung in there by rubber.
And like you fitted it to be around. Oh, okay. All right, boom.
So a lot of people would think
I ain't gonna put my hand in there because I think they were saying Corona series.
So a lot of people don't understand that you don't have to be like fans of anime. You don't have to be fans of all. If you watch Netflix, if you watch Hulu, you like live action shows, you like movies. You'll meet the actors. You'll meet people who make the costumes. You ever see a creature in a movie or something, and you're like, wow, that looks badass. That looks cool. Right. Go to a convention. I dare anybody to go to a convention and not take one photo. If you can go to a convention and not be tempted to take one photo, I will personally give you $1. Like, it's not possible. Even let's say
you better say your Cash App,
Bro.
bro. You better put your money where your mouth is.
Let's say hypothetically, let's take it from a different angle. Let's say
He
hypothetically.
said, hold on, $1 dollar, hold on.
You're still.
Whoa,
Let's say
whoa.
you're still not into the cool costumes. All right, fine. Let's say you're a type of guy who you like just beautiful women. You don't like watching Hulu, Netflix. You like going to bars. You go to conventions, and as long as you're respectful of them, you know how many beautiful women make costumes that will just have you like,
oh yeah.
She looks good, bro. Beautiful
Cosplay,
Oriental woman made this cosplay. Some of you may know it, some of you may not. It's from League of Legends. There's a character that has like 9 foxtails. She made them out of the plastic that they used to make the fake Christmas gift lawn ornaments, the see-through plastic.
No shit.
Made it there, LED lights on the inside, glowing, bro. Beautiful smile, wearing pink,
and full
beautiful
cosplay.
woman, dude. I'm telling you, if she told me, hey, I would love to go on a date and strictly just as friends, I'd be like, I'm down.
Awesome.
I'm down. Like, so even if you don't like all the cool costume design, there's so many beautiful women
and beautiful people.
Exactly, beautiful people, guys, girls, and they're some of the coolest people on earth, dude.
That's what's up.
There are people that you can tell jokes around them and they'll laugh with you. And even if you say something rude, rather than be like, oh, what the F is your problem? They'll be like, hey, listen, I'm a little offended. You can apologize, and they'll be like, "It's okay, don't worry about it."
Right.
They're some of the most understanding people on the planet.
Oh, there's gotta be. Exactly. I think it's one of the greatest platforms for like open expression. You know what I mean? Because we don't get a lot of chances to do that, especially in our day and era. Now, you know what I'm saying? Everybody's kind of like restricted to what the social norms they want to have or they want to be particularized with.
People don't even think for themselves.
Bro, that's what I'm saying. So
see, you're looking at her right now. Like,
yes, I am. Leave me alone.
looking it up right now.
I am looking up the 9 tails.
I'm telling you, you look up her character name is Ari, AHRI. Look up cosplay.
Hold on. You spelled it too fast. Hold on.
Look up AHRI.
Either one of them.
But yeah, no, like, and there's besides just the costumes, there's so many booths.
Hashtag bad bitches. I do my shit as a background.
Anyway, so there's people, there's so many artists that they don't make costumes, but they make art, bro. Like, you ever see like your favorite rappers and artists, and you look at the album cover and you're like, damn, that's bad. There's people out there that can design that for you, draw you by hand.
Right.
I met this one girl, man. I wish I could remember her name. On the next time I'm on, I'll tell you her name, bro. She made a painting. Like a drawing, a poster nobody wanted because nobody knew it was from a musical group, the Mystery Skulls. She drew something from one of their music videos and nobody wanted it. I went up to her and I'm like, yo, that is beautiful. If I had money right now, I would buy it. See me at the next con, I'll buy it off you. She was so happy somebody recognized it. She's like, you know what? You can have it.
Wow.
I'm like, no. She's like, no, you can have it. Bro, I went to my friend's booth. I'm like, dude, please let me borrow something. I want to give it to her. I'll pay you back for it later, you know? So there's so many people, so many talented people. There was this one dude, he makes statues with gears at the bottom where you twist the gear, and it's based on Leonardo da Vinci's inventions.
Right.
Like his flying machine, you twist the gear at the bottom and the wings start to flap.
Oh, that's
this
badass.
big, dude. It's this big.
Right.
So there's so many talented people. There's sword makers and stuff at conventions.
So that sounds like it sounds like a beautiful community,
beautiful
man.
Women, talented artists. Like badass costumes.
It sounds like a beautiful community because at the end of the day, like that's what's needed, regardless of what the genre is, regardless of what it is. Period. But like that, it sounds like it's cohesiveness. It sounds like it's understanding, which is the most important thing. You know what I'm saying? It sounds like it's togetherness and you know what I'm saying, unity. Because honestly, you know what I'm saying, you go to certain things. You know what I'm saying, I've been doing music for a while, and I've been in certain situations where it wasn't no unity. It was a couple things where, you know what I'm saying, a couple trunks had to be popped open allegedly.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And shit like that. And it's like to hear that because I've been hearing the same stories from my cousins and all that shit.
Yeah.
And it sounds like a beautiful thing. Because like, no, you can get together and you know what I'm saying? What the first thing I always say, like we gotta be like, man, I hope I ain't gotta slap fire to niggas.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Just hope. Bro, they're going out there like, man, ain't no fire being slapped at enough.
Right.
Like
I spent too much on this costume.
That's how life's supposed to be.
Bro, at these conventions, it's all about support, love, and just respect for your favorite shows. Bro, this tail, I didn't even make this tail.
Oh, shit, yeah, he got a tail.
He got a real tail.
He got a tail.
Bro, this tail,
that'll come off.
Literally, I have this group of friends who, they're YouTubers. Their name is Random Ramblers. Yeah,
Hashtag Foxy.
Bro. So their name is Random Ramblings Productions, and there's a small group of YouTubers, but they're great people. One of them was selling this tail And I forgot how much they were selling it for, but I'm like, you know what? I need a foxtail. She looked at me. She's like, bro, $10. I'll give it to you. I'm like, dude, I was about to spend $20 on Amazon.
Right.
She's like, no, you fox, bro, $10.
That shit is
Bro,
crazy.
look them up on YouTube. Random Ramblings Productions, bro. They're a small group, but they do amazing things with what little equipment they have. Like, they're absolutely great. So the community's all about like just showing love for someone else. You walk past the table,
We're
and you're
creators,
like, hey, look, I may not be able to afford this, but I can make this, and this is what I can offer you in exchange. 9 out of 10, they'll be like, you know what? I feel like this is an equal trade. Don't worry about it, you know?
Boom.
It's about sharing who you are, putting your artwork. It's like going to a convention, yeah, that's them right there. Bro, going to a convention is like pulling out your personality and throwing it on the table for people to walk by and be like, you know what, I like this. I like what you represent. I like who you are.
And what you're creating.
Exactly, you know, it's before all these men and women on Facebook hit the block button for someone being too friendly, it's putting it on the table. So they're like, block, wait, don't block yet. What's this table? I like what it looks like.
Yeah,
exactly.
It's presentable. And
exactly.
And it gives a new platform for people to express themselves.
Words can't describe how beautiful the anime community can be when it pulls together, you know?
Right.
So the fact that SuperCon, one of the biggest events, got pushed to Otaku Fest. Otaku Fest is basically a smaller one, you know? They basically decided to add one more. It's basically like that one person who throws several parties throughout the year. You're like, I can't wait for the next big party. They're like, you know what? Why don't we add one more? So last year, it was their first year. They killed it, dude. They did great. Even though they were small one time, tons of people showed up. They got a great turnout. And now because of this whole coronavirus thing, now they're going to have to perform at the same time as Florida SuperCon. And I feel like most people are going to pick... Exactly. Most people are going to pick the bigger one.
Right.
Because that's what they're used to. And all the new people that were like, oh, I wanted to go to Otaku this year, but I can't miss SuperCon. Then that affects them. So then maybe next year, you never know if next year they're going to have the same budget. They're going to have to go lesser budget, and then people are going to attend, and they're going to be disappointed, all because of this, coronavirus whole quarantine and everyone canceling everything thing, you know?
So, but we got a question for you. You know what I'm saying? Not to get too off topic, we're going to stay on brand.
Go ahead, ask me your question. I'm going to start doing my funny voices. You said before the show you wanted me to do the funny voices.
What do I do if my cell phone's dying?
Get to the charger.
Now I got a real question. Now I got a real question for you. So, like, what made, because you consider yourself a furry?
Yeah.
Okay, so what made you get into it? Because there's so much stigma behind the furry brand and shit like that. And then I got to follow up when you're done.
Well, what made me honestly get into the furry is because just like you see a regular person with personality. A lot of people think one or two things: either he's a good person or he's weird. But you see an animal, like an animal with personality. Animal can have different traits. You're not so quick to dismiss them, you know? You're like, oh, this animal, this guy in the animal mask, he's being friendly, making friends, you know? It doesn't look as creepy because I can't see his face, you know? So I'm picturing this talking animal.
Right.
So it gives people that sense of surprise where they can't brush it off right away.
Right.
You know? It's like seeing your roommate naked on the couch.
Right.
You see your roommate sitting on the couch and you told him not to, you're like, dog, I told you no. You see him naked, you're like, dog, I told you, wait, why
I gotta ask this question now.
Like, you see a dude going out like I like making adults laugh with this mask. I like making kids laugh. At cons, I have this cute, like, I wish I knew her name. Like, I didn't get their names, but I've seen them at 4 or 5 cons. They have this cute little girl, and she calls me Mr. Foxy. She loves the mask. She's like, hey, it's Mr. Foxy. One time I didn't wear the mask. And her mom's like, you don't recognize who that is? She's like, no, who is it? Mr. Foxy. She goes, Foxy! And she's like my biggest fan.
That's what's
up. She smiles every day. One time she couldn't be at a con because she was sick. I had just gotten some free Alice in Wonderland DVDs. I'm like, you know what? Take it back home. Make her feel better, you know? And she dressed up. She was the cutest. You remember Dexter's Lab?
Yeah.
She dressed up like Dexter's Lab. Oversized overcoat, big purple gloves, hair dyed. She was the cutest thing. And you see a grown man my age with a beard being nice to kids, there's always going to be at least 1 out of 10 person.
Hey, whoop that nigga ass!
Like, yo, what's this dude doing? You know why he's like high-fiving little girls and stuff? That's creepy.
What's wrong with this motherfucker?
Yeah, but you see this walk up and you're like, oh, he's kid.
Hey, it's the fox! Take a picture with the fox!
Adults and kids alike are both like, yo, it's a friendly. You go to Chuck E. Cheese. Let's face it, at Chuck E. Cheese, there could be some sweaty, dude.
Nasty, grimy dude
behind
that
looking at the kid's mom like, damn, I would tap that behind the back.
Allegedly.
When huge jugs out, the mom's going to be like, oh, it's just Chucky. Come here, Chucky, get closer. You see him walk up with that same expression. Dr. Matthew will be like, yeah, call the police. Tell me, get in the car.
Right.
Get in the car, kids.
Allegedly, I'm banned for life from the Permanent Pines.
You stupid as
Allegedly.
I didn't do nothing.
But yeah, so, you know, one misconception for furry that a lot of people misunderstand is people think that furry means that like you'll have sex in animal outfits. And
that was my follow-up. All right, continue, my friend. Continue.
So a lot of people think, oh, it's doing sexual stuff in animal costume. It's not at all. It's like, how would I explain it? It's hard to explain. Like, those are called yiffers. That's called yiff. A yiffer is someone who would do, you know, dress up in animal costumes, bang one out, you know?
Okay.
Yeah, they're under furries. So all yiffers are furries, but not all furries are yiffers, basically.
Okay, understood.
Exactly. Like,
it's community.
Exactly. For me, I'll go to cons, I'll do stand-up, I'll go to a bar. Now, a girl asks me, you know, bang me in your fur-ass suit, I'm going to be like, no, how about I just bang you, you know, like, just bang you with a pillow, put you to sleep.
That's the wrong answer. That's a wrong answer. That's a wrong answer.
Bro, like, I can understand if you want me to walk in wearing the mask and talk to you for a few minutes.
But the whole thing,
The minute you're like, let's get it on, I'm like, let me take the mask off.
So you know what? Then let's get off track then. Sam, if it was you, big dog.
If I'm on with the mask, maybe for the first time. First time, I would probably knock it out with the mask on, but every time after that, it's got to be mask off.
No, of course, because now you start thinking like, wait a minute,
bitch, I got a future.
You attracted to me, or you attracted to the, you know what I'm saying? Or are you with the bestiality, bitch?
Right. You tell people you're in a furry, and they're like, oh, does that mean... Every time I tell a girl, if I had a dog, I tell a girl, you know, I'm a furry, at first she's like, okay. Once she gets comfortable, she's like, let me ask you something. Do you ever like fuck in the animal mask? I'm like,
that's what everybody think, bro.
He's like, no, not at all.
Right.
And they always come back.
You're gonna suffocate in this thing.
Exactly. Bro, even if I could breathe, dog, I could be born with that mask on my face. I still wouldn't do it.
Right.
So it's weird.
But what about the tail? What about the tail though?
I'm not gonna. I wouldn't use the tail, but.
You know, just like
whoever,
tickle
bro.
her.
I'll be honest with you. Whichever girl I date, one condition of dating me, eventually I'm gonna be like, hey, listen, if I bought you a butt plug of a fox tail and cut a hole in your jeans, and we walk around the mall that way, would you be down for that? Because I'll be down to wear my tail if you're down to
wear your tail.
I'm okay with that.
Oh yeah, but he took it to a whole nother. He's like, cut a hole in your jeans.
One pair of jeans, of course.
No, but dog.
Because I got the jacket.
But walk around the mall.
You gotta commit
with a butt plug.
Let me ask you this.
She gonna be orgasm.
Let me ask you this. You go into a club. You see a girl wearing cat ears. You don't think, why is she wearing cat ears? You think, oh, that's cute. You know?
Right.
You see a girl in a Halloween costume of a cat. Bro, I promise you haven't realized this. But Halloween, you see all those slutty kitties. I promise you, 1 out of 10, it's not part of the costume. She's wearing a butt plug.
Right.
But you don't second guess it.
Hashtag slutty butt plug.
Because you're like, well, she looks sexy as fuck because she has a cat tail. I'm not saying you wear it 24/7. I'm just saying, you know, one of these days you want me to wear my tail. You know, I'll cut a hole in my pants and, you know, have the tail hanging out.
Whoa, hold on. Whoa,
he'll commit.
Whoa,
one pair of pants.
Whoa. No.
I'm not saying butt plug.
I don't care about the pants, dog. Hold on.
He's not talking about the butt plug.
Hold on. Nah, he gotta make it clear while I'm not saying ad-libs in the background. Hold on. He said he gonna commit.
Right. Not the butt plug.
Hold on. I want to hear from him.
No, he's got a tie on.
Exactly. What I mean is,
I want to hear from you. Hold on. You said you want to commit. You said I'll do it too. Hold on.
No.
I know it's 2020. You supposed to be like, oh, but like, hold on though.
Right.
Only thing going near my asshole is a bitch's tongue.
No. What I mean is this.
I'm gonna give a bitch pink eye.
What I mean is this. If I will cut a hole in my jeans just to tie it around the inside, have it coming out of the jeans, but it'll still be tied
to make it look authentic.
Exactly. But I would.
You saying butt too much, dog? Butt plug, yes or no?
No butt plug for me. No.
Hashtag. I think he may do a butt plug.
No.
Maybe.
I won't do a butt plug. But I'll look right back at her and be like, but I want you to do one.
Hashtag quizás.
No, but relationships are give and take. So, you know, like, I'll do this.
Oh, hashtag it's on the table. hey, man. I ain't judging you. I ain't judging you,
What I mean is,
dog.
if you're willing to wear a fox butt plug for me, you want to walk around the mall and put, like, a leather spike collar on me with a leash, I'd be down for that. I'd be down for that.
Hey, Sam, how you feel about that shit, man?
I mean, I'm not in the leash, so I'm good.
I'm not.
I know.
If your girl was like, I'll do the butt plug, but I want you to wear just a leash, not walk on force, just walk around too on leash, would you do it? Not tugging you, just walking along.
Right. I mean, yeah, if it's just on me, no leash, yeah, I probably
No, with the leash.
With the leash, but she's not tugging you.
You can't do this.
Unless I'm swinging the leash.
No, you can do that.
Yeah, I can swing the leash.
You could do that.
I can swing my own leash. I swing my own leash now.
And then when another girl look at you, your girl grab the leash and be like, nah, he's mine.
Boom. Yeah. I swing my own
little stuff like that.
I swing my own leash around here, bro.
Exactly. Hey.
My dog do onomatopoeias, he do bar mitzvahs, he do everything.
But yeah, no, so I wouldn't be down with the butt plug on her. I'm just saying, I wouldn't be down to have sex with a fursuit on. A, it's hot as fuck.
Okay.
B, that would smell nasty with all your body fluids going on it. You know, it'd be a pain in the ass to wash. It would smell rank. She'd be grabbing onto the fur on your back, and she'd be like, "Why is this fur caked caked with some thick shit?" Like,
stop asking questions.
Not that I'm talking from experience. You know, I've just seen a lot of the internet. I've had too much internet today. I'm not speaking firsthand. I don't need people to be like, "How would you know that?"
Right.
No, too much YouTube.
Right.
And other websites.
So how do you wash them uniforms? I said uniforms like it's
no, it's okay. To be honest, these for this one, I have to this one's safe to wash in the washer. This one's I have to have dry clean because it's got the glue on there holding it.
Brother, I'm not deciding there, but we ain't talking about the.
Oh, you mean the fur?
We talking about the fur, dog. This is honestly this is hard.
I don't own any.
About the fur.
Yeah, no, I don't own any fursuits like this. What I have to use is I have to use tough stuff. I have to spray it down and actually scrub it,
move my hand,
and then the inside I have to scrub it down because the inside's hard plastic. Bro, this mask is broken. I got rivets holding the plastics together. So
right.
I've done repairs on it. I've done maintenance on it.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Exactly. This used to be blacker than it already is. My mom took tough stuff, showed me you could scrub it clean and everything. Actual fursuits, I don't own one, so I can't say. I'm assuming it's probably dry clean or something.
No, because it goes along with the backstory. The backstory is he's had half human, half
so the dirt kind of works because he's got that steampunk kind of mechanic look to him, you know.
Right.
And the trick to any mask is like I told you before we started the show, cover the eyes.
Yes.
Because I put on the mask, the eyes covered. Look, show you real quick.
Bomb. He gonna do the rest of the show with the mask.
I'm talking normally like this with the eyes on, and it gives it more personality. You know, it's accurate.
And you can see me.
Yeah, I can see. I can see you, Doug. I can see that actor that I will not name on the TV.
Yeah.
I can see everything.
Yeah, we can't pay for his name.
Like this, and it's obvious it's a mask. You know, like this, it's it doesn't come to life. So it's all about covering the eyes, getting the mouth to move, just a small thing brings it to life.
But put your hand down when you're talking. Look, tell me I don't look like I'm in Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah.
Go talk.
Hey, Rocket, fight me, bro. I got a rocket sledgehammer in my car, dog.
Yeah, don't you say trademark name. You know, Disney don't play with it. Disney sue everybody.
I said racket, racket raccoon, you know?
Oh, my favorite.
Yeah, that's what I said.
But
at the end of the day, it's just the small touches. This is a pre-bought mask, but because of the earrings, because of the goggles, because I cut the fur a bit, it makes it my own. So even if you can't create something fresh, you can alter something to give it your own personal touch on there, you know? Every music artist probably started with a basic beat and said, how can I make this my own? Even if they didn't come up with their own beat, they're like, how do I add, Eminem's probably how do I add Eminem to this? Angrily screaming at the mic. But
bro,
still,
today,
that's
no lie.
Exactly.
Today, I was listening to Ashanti. I'm so happy, baby.
Right, that's stolen.
Hold on, hater.com. What I'm saying is, I was listening to the record and I heard the chords. So I said, man, okay, boom, and I heard the chord. So it got multiple chords through it. I ain't fuck with the G. I think it was the D. So on the D chord of it, whoa, #pause. So fucking, with the D chord that they were playing on that shit, it was okay, boom, bam, bam, bam. So bam, 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 bam. Boom, just took a little electric piano, started playing with it some more. Bam, 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 bam. The next thing I knew, in 10 minutes, I said, man, this shit sounds raw as fuck. Now you can't even tell that I even got any inspiration from Ashanti and shit like that. Right. So it's pretty much like the same thing. As long as you're creative, you're gonna find a way.
That song, You Spin Me Right Around by Kesha and Flo Rida?
Yes.
That's based on an old song.
Shout out.
Another artist.
Shout out, you already know where we at with that motherfucking shit right there. You already know where the Jack's at right there off of what? I think he off the one off of what? 47. Flow Rider. I'm the one right over there off 47, 183rd. You already know what time it is, man.
But yeah,
salute to the A-Rap store. They always help me down now, right across the street. That's a big ass little joint.
But the beat from that song, the part where it goes, "You spin me right round like a record, baby, right round." They took that from an original song, they remixed it, and they added their own touch, and they made so much off of it, you know. So it's not always about people sitting there. I can't create anything. I can't take something you already got, alter it. You know how many girls I bet cut their shirts at the stomach, or how many guys rip their own jeans? You know, it starts with little things. Bro, day one, I added the earrings on that thing. I never expected to do this at all. I never thought I'd do any of this.
It was progress.
Exactly. And then my friend Jesse Malero, look him up on Facebook, he literally started teaching me, hey, look, you could take these 3D cogs, you could paint them. This is how you paint them. Started painting the cogs. Then he's like, you could glue this here. And then one day I was like, you know what, let me try something completely on my own. And then by myself, I took a Nerf gun, regular gun, spray painted it gold, attached LED lights up top, had the lights twist on, twist off, and everything. Like, so it's just baby steps, you know? Same way kids learn to walk.
Well, hell, bro, I mean, you can always fuck around, especially with the steampunk shit, because I was fucking around with steampunk shit for a while, actually, a couple years ago. And, like my favorite thing, at least, in terms of the steampunk shit, is, like repurposing, lamps and shit like that. Yeah. So it's because, I'm a pipe fitter by trade. So... You know what I'm saying? Like I could take certain shit and I already had the fittings. So all of a sudden, I could take that right there and, you know what I'm saying, they got the design that it has, but all I need is the wiring. All I need is the wiring and the light bulb and turn that shit crazy, bro.
If you work with pipes, with metal,
hey, you better have your old lady come, bro, with that pipe.
Steampunk, dog.
No, facts.
Like a gold mine, man.
No, I fell in love with it through a foreman that I had when I was still coming up in the trade and shit like that. And I started looking at it, and bro, like, the shit was crazy. Like, I was seeing flashlights made out of that shit, like made out of just regular, you know, saying 3/4 inch pipe and a couple 90s, and or 1 inch pipe and a couple 90s, a couple 45, different angles. Started seeing water spouts, like engineering, and that's what I'm saying. You know, it goes back like everything we keep talking about. Like, he's going back to what we were saying.
Yeah.
And that's the beauty of it. Without imagination, without creativity, in this world, period, no matter what you want to do as a person, no matter what you're interested in, no matter what your hobbies are, you need creativity. You can't let this monster destroy you, because that's what I've seen happen to a lot of people. This right here drains people of their creativity and turns it into consumerism, and it makes you just consume content instead of create it.
Yeah, but the thing about that is you also have to know how to use it. For example, this all got started off TikTok, off that very thing you're talking about. It's not just about what the device is, it's about how you use it as well.
Facts.
A lot of people just, they're like, oh, I see this popular person on YouTube, I'm never going to make it there, so why even try? That's not true.
Right.
You know, like, Justin Bieber started off, like, singing
covers. Yeah,
exactly. Yeah. And then one guy was like, yo, I want this kid on stage, you know? Right. Like, there's so many people. There was this one girl, I forgot what her name was, but there's this band called Family Force 5. They have a music video for it called Chainsaw. Right. There was this one girl who I think she, like, animated her own music videos. Oh, that's dope. And one day the band saw it, and the band's like, I want her to choreograph our next music video. That's crazy. So they ended up calling her and choreographing the entire thing just because of her creativity. Right. So if you never try, you're never going to know. Even if it's like a TikTok. A TikTok is 15 seconds long. Right. People have gotten famous off that just by being themselves, just by having fun, you know? So it's not really about what can I do now, it's where can I go with what little I have and what will I get along the way.
True. Now listen. Thank you. I appreciate it. It's been lovely. We have reached inebriation. Ladies and gentlemen, Chris, tell them where they can find you. Where on social media can they holler at you at?
If you're trying to holler at me, I have Instagram, I have Snapchat, and I have Facebook.
Don't look at him. You know what he look like.
Right.
True. So you guys can find me on ChaoxTheFox on Facebook. You can find me on ChaoxTheFox on Instagram, or if you want, like, my personal account, it is Chris Chaos Cabrera, spelled CHAOX. So take the S in Chaos, replace it with an X. I'm also, once I get my headshots back in for my acting career, I'm going to be on Chris Cabrera Official or Official Chris Cabrera on most media sites.
Okay.
I have those up. I just don't have any photos yet because I'm still waiting back for my headshots.
No, that's what's up.
But no, I thank you guys for having me because this has been a fun opportunity, and I definitely look forward to being on here again.
Definitely. We will have you back. And so here we are. Ladies and gentlemen, we have reached inebriation. Please follow us at all social media platforms. Go check out our Patreon site for an official inebriated. My bad.
Oh yeah. We reached inebriation.
No.
You're too inebriated.
I reached inebriation a little bit.
We got the fitted on right now.
Yeah, we got the official inebriation hats.
It's the only snapback I wear. Like you'll never see any photo like besides maybe 305.
Right.
But I don't even have one of his snapbacks. This is the only snapback you'll ever catch me wearing.
You already see the rave reviews in this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? We got the t-shirts located at the store as well. As always, you can go on Facebook, the Inebriated Podcast. You go on Instagram to find us. You holla at us on our Patreon if you want to see some exclusive content. That's where we do some stuff that some people might find a little taboo. However, we find it entertaining. We believe in the old school form of comedy, and we gonna continue that shit until the day we die. Cause we may be young, but goddamn it, we older than a bitch, and I need some Ben Gay. Next episode gonna be sponsored by it. So as always, your boy Sam C, your boy JDot, my dog K, I'm a dog Chris. We in this motherfucking building. And like we said, you know where to find us. Instagram, Facebook, all that good stuff.
Don't forget to thank your Hannah. Tons of different voices. We'll have a magical time together. Oh boy.
That shit took me by surprise. I'm sorry. Hey, but yeah, we definitely reached an inebriation right now. Lit us off.
This has been another episode of the Inebriated Podcast. Thank you for listening.
God bless and bless God.